Hey, what's up guys? NateDog35 here. Today I'm making a new video about who I think is going to go in the top 10 of the NBA draft. So, this has been a topic that's been discussed since the end of the tournament, and I just want to put my outtake on it. So, first things first, the Celtics have the first pick in the NBA draft. Who I think they're going to pick Josh Jackson because they already have Isaiah Thomas at point guard. And Josh Jackson is a way better player than Jason Tatum, in my opinion. But Marco Fultz and Lonzo Ball. Lonzo Ball, his dad just bring his draft stock super down when just saying that he's better than Stephen Curry. And then his dad saying that he can beat Michael Jordan. But yeah. And I know everyone has Markelle, but the Celtics have Isaiah Thomas, and Jackson can play the 4, so that will improve their team much. Yeah, he averages 16 points, so that's a big contribute to the team. Number 2, the Lakers have the second pick in the NBA draft. They would select Jason Tatum. I don't think they're going to go to point guard. They've been drafting point guards for the last 3 years. And Jason Tatum is perfect. He is perfect for their team. And Brandon Ingram, even though they drafted him last year, is not that promising. I feel like they could get good draft stock out of him. Or if they wanted to keep him, they can move one of them to the 4. Also, he averaged 16.8 points, a little more than Josh Jackson. But in the rebounds and assist column, he's down by a little bit. And number 3, the 76ers have the pick. And I feel like Marco Fultz will fall to them. They need a point guard. That's all they need for this team to be great, in my opinion. Point guard and shooting guard. And once they get that point guard, I feel like their team can be one of the best upcoming teams. Because Markelle carried his Washington team, even though they didn't have the greatest record. He averaged 23 points and 6 rebounds almost and 6 assists. And at 4, the Suns have the 4th pick in the NBA draft. And I feel like they're going to pick Jonathan Isaac. Even though he's a power forward and they have a lot of power forwards, I feel like they need a defender. Marquise Chris can play backup power forward. He is a solid power forward for that team. Just on the defensive end. If he can work on his offense, he'd be much better for them. But I still think they're going to pick him at 4. And number 5, the Kings are going to pick up Lonzo Ball. I know the Kings, before the draft, everybody was like, they're a horrible organization. The coaching staff is not the greatest. But I feel like they're going to pick him. Lonzo Ball's a great player. He's a future Hall of Famer, in my opinion. But his dad's just bringing down his draft stock by saying all this stuff. Also, the Kings just let go of their best player, DeMarcus Cousins. They need a rebuilding player, and I think that's one of the players that they're gonna submerge the team around. And at the 6th pick, the Magic have the 6th pick, and I feel like they're gonna draft Lauri Markkanen. He's a power forward. He averaged 15.6 points and 7.2 rebounds. He's 7 foot and a power forward. He can shoot the 3 ball pretty nice. And even though the Magic have Vucevic, I think he can. If they want to move him to the center, I feel like they shouldn't do that. I feel like they got to move Aaron Gordon back to the 3, and then put Lauri Markkanen at the 4. Or maybe just put him as a backup, but I feel like he's a starting player. And at 7, I feel like this is going to be the steal of the draft. The Timberwolves have the pick, and I feel like this is going to be a steal for the Timberwolves. I feel like they're going to pick De'Aaron Fox, who averaged 16 points, 4 rebounds, and 4.6 assists. He played amazing defense to stop Lonzo Ball when they played them in the, I can't remember, I think it was the Sweet 16. They have Rubio, Dunn. They need another point guard. That is actually going to be promising, and they will be a great team. Also, like the 76ers, basically in the same scenario. And he brings defense to the table. He's an overall great player for them. So I think they're definitely getting a steal with this. And number 8, I don't feel like Malik Monk. Number 8, the Knicks have the pick, but I feel like they're going to pick Malik Monk. I don't think he's the greatest decision there, but it's their decision. He's not the best shooter, but still averaged 20 points as a big. Also, the Knicks have, as a shooting guard, I meant to say. Also, the Knicks have Courtney Lee, and let's be serious, Courtney Lee is trash. Malik Monk has a lot of potential to be a good player in this league, a decent starter. And at 9 pick, the Mavericks had the pick. A lot of people had, not like the Mavericks have Steph Curry, but a lot of people had the Mavericks. I feel like a lot of people had the Mavericks, picking another point guard. I can't remember his name at this time. But right now, they're gonna pick Dennis Smith, in my opinion. He's a point guard. He averaged 18 points, 6 assists, and 4 rebounds. He didn't go to the greatest college, but he played amazing. And the Mavericks have Yogi Ferrell, but one can play shooting guard. And I feel like Yogi Ferrell could play that shooting guard, or Dennis Smith. Either one they want to play. They're both great players, and yeah. At 10, I think the Kings are going to pick Zach Collins, 10 points and 6 rebounds. Kings need as much help as they can at this point. So I feel like they're going to pick up a power forward. If they pick up Lonzo, and this is based off if they pick up Lonzo, because they have Willie Cauley-Stein, and I feel like they have Tyreke Evans, who's decent, and I feel like they're going to pick Zach Collins. And see you guys later. Peace out.